That's right, I got my elytra. Hello everyone, welcome back to my survival world. This is episode 3, my name is ruubzy, and let's begin. Let's go down to the starter house again, where I have done a little bit of preparation for this episode. I made this sign over here. This is what I've mentioned in the last episode, like the very end is my goals for today's episode. Get the elytra, which is already crossed off, build a bridge, build an iron farm, and there's also a nether portal on here. If you haven't seen the last episode, what I meant by that is my nether portal is right over there, but it looks kind of boring, kind of ugly, and I want to change that up, but I also don't really know if that right above my head is the actual place I want my nether portal to be. You also might notice that over there. In between episodes, I've done some extra mining, and my mining entrance is over there. Went down, did a little bit of strip mining, and stumbled upon a skeleton farm right down below there. Let's actually go there for a little bit. This is the small beach hut that I came up with for the skeleton XP farm. This is mainly just for the 2 holes in the floor to go up and down. I just threw something together with some materials I had left to kind of make it look a little bit rickety, and I really quite like it actually. It is very modest, very small, and I think very fun. We can go in here, press the button, fall all the way down. And then over here is my little skeleton farm. I kind of do want to have some tinted glass over in this wall to be able to look to the spawner itself. But I just made this little room over here for me to kind of stand for a little bit. Bunch these skeletons that will fall down over here in probably any second now. You might be able to hear them spawn in. There we go. And then they are one hit, so I can just punch them with my fist. Get the XP from them. And move on with my day. And I can also repair the tools that have mending on them, like my boots, I think my pickaxe, and also now the elytra. And we do also collect quite a few things over here. I might actually want to place down another chest or something to get rid of maybe some of the bows. But for now, this works fine. We enter in our little shed again. We can stand over here, press the button to walk out. You can also just open the door. Whatever's your fancy. I do got these barrels over here, so maybe I don't need another chest for the bows. Anyways, let's get on with the episode. What I want to do now is build a bridge, and I want to do that right over there. I've already planned it out slightly, and I've whipped up something quite cool for the bridge over here. From my end busting, I also got like a handful of sugar boxes. I think I got 5. 2 of them are in use over here with the materials for the bridge that I want to put in over here. I think I tried to say place and put in at the same time. By the way, you might have noticed that I normally use a resource pack that gives the animals more animations. It's called fresh animations. I can actually put it up over here. This one, either one works. The 10.4 is the newer edition. I used to have those installed as well as the player animations that you can see my character doing. But it did cause a little bit of lag over in this area because we have the sheep, cows, and also the chicken in the automatic chicken farm over here. So I just decided to turn them off for now and see if I really miss it or not. And we could turn it back on, but we might have to get rid of some of these sheep. As for now, I don't think it really changes up that much. So I'll keep them off because with them off I have around 180 FPS. And with the resource pack on in this area I have around 50. So it's staying off for now. So the bridge is going to go in there. That's for today's episode, as well as the iron farm. I did decide to place the iron farm over there. I'll probably cover it up by another tree, like right over here. And I have already started preparation on that one as well. Mainly in the fact that I transported a few of the villagers over here. Don't tell me. Okay, he's right up there. I think we need 3 probably for most designs. So we have 3 over here, and that will hopefully be enough. Anyways, I think I've done enough talking for the intro of this video. Let me get the bridge started, sleep as well for me to get to the morning, and then we can discuss what I did with the building of the bridge in just a little bit. For you guys it's a little bit, for me it will probably be like 2 hours or something. But I like building, so that doesn't matter. Alright, it will still take a little bit of time for some of the lanterns to oxidize a bit further, but there is the bridge. Let me get a little closer to show you guys what I've done. So now when walking through the villager farming house over here, we get to the bridge over here, just following the road. I've cleared up a little bit of space over here. This was actually done when I first came here and the shulker boxes were right over here. This was first closed off, but I thought this would probably be the best place to build the bridge. And it is still quite a simple build. The materials used are mostly just cobblestone and stone bricks and then the moss variants of them with a little bit of andesite in the middle over here. As well as some polished andesite over at the rim of this little patio over here. Used a couple of lodestones for some interesting designs over here, as well as the chiseled stone bricks for some interesting designs down below. But just to have a slight variant between them, these are a little bit darker than those, so it looked a little bit interesting. And I used acacia, just because I like the pop of orange color from it, as well as the azalea leaves. And then under some of the flowering azalea ones, I placed some pink candles. It kind of look like, maybe like fruits are hanging from them, like grapes or something. Those are a bit long, but I thought that looked interesting. So I wanted to go for that. The inside over here is all jumbled, a big mess, but that's just the way I like it with the leaves. It kind of looks overgrown, kind of like the leaves and vines have taken over the wooden patio over here. And then this is just the same way over here. We end up on the mainland on the map. It looks like this. I quite like how this looks. And then from here we can go anywhere we want. A wandering trader has spawned on my bridge. Do you have something cool for me? Not really. When I told him I wasn't interested in his wares, he kind of left, but I noticed that these blocks are actually missing. So let me place those in real quick. I got exactly one stone brick slab and one mossy stone brick slab. Those will do nicely. Let's do it just like so. There we go. So before the wandering trader showed up, I wanted to go into my free cam and take a look at just the bridge from a few different angles. We got up top just the acacia going up. I used a couple of fences on the leaves over here to kind of make it into a little spire. Not quite a spire, but just to end up in a point. And then down below, I connected up all of the bottoms of the arches to the floor because that just looks good, I think. I use a little bit of the grey glass paint over on this side to kind of make that arch a bit smaller. I think it works, but let me know if you think it looks weird. Overall, I'm really quite happy with this bridge. I love the leaves over here. I love that now we have a way to get to the mainland without having to use a boat or new elytra. And more importantly, for me at least, this bridge symbolizes that for the next episode, we can move on from the two starter islands and do something else. But we're not done yet, so let's go back over here. Also, we get to cross off our goal from the sign in our starter house. See, that is one more goal crossed off. Now it is time for the iron farm and the nether portal. We're going to do the iron farm first, because I already got the villagers over here, as you just saw. For the iron farm, I have decided to place it right here and just probably have another chunk loader over here. Or maybe those chunk loaders actually work in this area as well. I'm not really sure about that, but I will need to look up how to create a good iron farm that works underground, because I do want to hide it up with a tree, and we might actually do some of the building on camera. So isn't that exciting? For me it is a little scary, because otherwise you're just looking at the cinematic shots, which I think are nice, but maybe this would be a nice change of pace. Let's sleep first though. Alright, like the good YouTuber I am, I forgot to record the first section of this part. I finally said that I would build on camera, and this is what I have to show for it so far. This is the beginning of the iron farm. I need to get my 3 villagers in here. Got the zombie over there, and then the iron golems will be up here. This is down below because otherwise I think that the iron golems can spawn like up here and stuff, so I do need to block all of this off in a little bit. Let's actually do that before moving on. So I am following a design by Full Trucks. I will put like a link in the description as well, as maybe it will be on screen right now as well. I don't really know, but yeah, if you guys have any questions about the design I'm using, that's it. Check it out if you want. It is a specifically underground iron farm, which is what I want. So actually block this off for now as well, because otherwise the villagers might want to go up. I don't think iron golems can spawn in any of the other areas, so let's just move the villagers in. Let's try and push him that way. Please just work. I think that's good. There we go. Going in for you. Don't push him that way. Guys, come on. There we go. Oh, come on. Oh, this is gonna be annoying. Please, just go to the side, Iron Golem, please. This is why I don't like technical Minecraft stuff most often. Don't kill me. Let's get it. Shoot. Be fine. Now it's mountain over there, which is also not great. I need to actually just watch the tutorial for a little second, I think. Alright, so I need glass on the sides over here. This is where I need my chest. And then, well, too bad for the glass. I need my hoppers over here. Don't do that. He almost pushed me down there. That's not very good. And now what I need to do is place the lava in here. Sir, please. Should be good like that. By the way, I named this guy over there Fe, like F-E, because that's the name for iron. I put my water in here. And that will get me the iron. I'm sorry, Mr. Iron Golem. So it looks like it is working. Let's see. There we go. I just need to get out of here. We do have this weird trapdoor over here now, but I think I can cover it up with another tree. So let's just get all the way down again. Place in our slab over here. And I brought some ladders this time to go up again. There we go. We now have a functioning iron farm. So I do believe that most caves under here are actually waterlogged, so iron golems should not be able to spawn in there, I think. I do have my moss farm over here though, so I hope it isn't interfering with that. But none have spawned over here yet, so I hope that's a good sign. So I'm just gonna place in a nice big tree over here, and afterwards we can check how much iron we got during the building process. So I will check in with you guys after that. For you guys it will just be a small cinematic, but for me it will take a little bit of time. Okay, the tree is built. My inventory is a little bit of a mess because I needed a lot of leaf blocks to create this tree. I think in total there are like 8 to 9 stacks of leaves in this tree, believe it or not. Let's actually check in with the iron farm down below here to see if we have made a lot of iron or not. It has been working because I did hear them spawning in. Almost 3 stacks of iron. This one will die any second now. Let's check him out as well. There we go, nearly 3 stacks. That is not too shabby at all. I also really didn't have enough of the copper trapdoors that are already a little bit aged, as are the same over here. So some of them do need to oxidize, some of them have actually oxidized a little further than they need to be, so I do need to come back and maybe change up some of those later on. But I do think that this tree gives us a nice little picture frame for the island over there, as well as it kind of divides the lighthouse from the rest of this stuff over here. So I do think it is in a nice place. I might need to like pretty up the floor area over here as well a little bit, but that will be later on. Let's actually cross off our iron farm on the sign for now, and then move on with the last task of this video, which is the nether portal. So for the nether portal, what I'm actually going to do is I'll take this down and put it inside of the lighthouse for just a little bit more of an easy access, because there's nothing in this direction where I go to, except for the lighthouse itself. I really actually like the bridge just over there in the fog. It looks pretty cool. So let me just take this one down, and then we'll replace it inside of the lighthouse. And for right now, I don't really know what to put in the upper area anyway, so I can just remove the floor over here and then place something on top over there. Like so. We do have a long nether portal. Then up top here, we can just cover this up for right now, and then decide what we'll do with it later on. Let me actually light it up and see where it leads. Okay, please be somewhere good. Oh, it is just right next to my old nether portal. That's fine. What a horrible spot. Since I never really come to the nether, as of right now, I'll just leave that be for now. and go over here. So although it might not be a huge amount to look at, we got this bridge over here. On top of the surface we have a new tree over here, and I also removed the nether portal over there. But we have crossed off every single item of our list right now. So that's all I wanted to accomplish in this video, and we did accomplish all of that. For me it was quite a lot of work, especially getting the elytra as well, which just was like a little cinematic shot for you guys. So this is actually where I will close off this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you guys back in the next episode as well, where I will have decorated the nether portal room over there. Maybe actually finish the lighthouse on the inside completely, if I can find the inspiration to do so. And then we'll likely move from these islands over here to the mainland and start building something else. So I hope you're excited for that. If you do like this series so far, please make sure to leave a like as well. It really helps me out. And if you don't want to miss anything on my survival world over here, please make sure to subscribe as well. I hope to see you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.